Well, hello, I'm Shonnie Alridge, your favorite real estate broker and appraiser in Atlanta, Georgia. And today we are in Walton County in the city of Covington, getting ready to tour this beautiful new construction home behind me. It is incredible on the inside. And we're in a lake community that is gated, yes. So let's go inside and see what all the fuss is about. Enjoy the tour. All right. Just wait till you get on the inside. But this is a 3-car garage. And you'll see when you get inside that beautiful space upstairs above the garage. But let me turn around so you can see how this home is situated. We're at the beginning of the community. As you can see, that's the gate up there to enter. Okay. This path goes around back, and that extra door right there, and you'll see in a little bit, goes to the mudroom. But let's just take this all in. Let's go. Yep, all the way up. So I'll turn around so you can get a good view of this beautiful door. Look at that. So nice. So we have a formal dining room, coffered ceiling, beautiful light fixture, of course, and my favorite, natural light. Look at those windows. Isn't that lovely? And so, of course, it brings us right here into the 2-story living room, okay, which has direct access to the kitchen. Yes. But let me show you something real quick. Let's just go up. Yep. Yeah, I really like the catwalks. They're so much fun. But as you can see, you have your fireplace right there, natural light all over the place. And you're gonna situate your furniture right there. But here's your kitchen. And so if you like to entertain, prepare dinners, and you need lots of prep space, you have that in here. And this is multi-purpose use because you can put your bar stools right there, okay? And over here, all right? So you have double oven, you have cafe appliances, dishwasher, of course, microwave. And for this particular one, the vent goes down. Instead of it going up, it goes down right here, okay? Yeah. And so another cool feature is the keeping room. And this feature right here to me is really cool because it has, well, from upstairs, you can see down here. So you got a little space right there. Just a really cool feature. If you wanted to holler at somebody real quick, you can just say, hey, drop it down here, and everything like that. So you got this fireplace in here. And while we're down here, let's go ahead and go to the deck. Okay, let's just step out here for a moment, okay? This deck is massive, really big. Really big. This right here, we're gonna go in that room next and you'll see how it leads to, it has deck access as well. And of course you have steps that go down to the terrace level. And we'll get there, All right, so let's go over here. Let me show you this real quick because since we've already kind of saw what it looked like from outside on the deck, this is the owner's suite. Look at the ceiling. Look at that. And so again, you have access to the deck. Okay. And you have a beautiful, beautiful bathroom. And so for the both of you, you have your own sinks. But if you want to sit down and kind of, get yourself together, you can do that too. There's a water closet. And here is your standalone tub and walk-in shower. So I'll pull this door over so that you can get a full view. All right. Yeah, it's nice. And of course you have walk-in closet. And it's pretty big because as you can see, you have like an area over here, you know, and then you have an area over here too. So just to give it some perspective, I'm gonna just kind of come in here and show you, you know? So that's really good. So very accommodating bathroom, beautiful, gorgeous, and all of that good stuff. So before we go down to the unfinished basement and go upstairs, let's finish up over here because, you know, we went to the keeping room and we came back over to the other side. So let me show you, as you're coming through the kitchen, of course, cafe appliances, you're coming through the kitchen, this is your pantry. Sorry, I don't have the lights on for that, but this is your pantry. Let me see if I can get you some lights in here. And there is a switch. Okay, sorry about that. But here we are, this is your pantry, okay? Those Costco runs, it'll go in there. Now here is your full bath, and it's going to be accommodating for the bedrooms on this side. Look at that detail. Okay, hey. All right, here's a bedroom. Pan around so you can see. Okay, nice size bedroom, high ceiling. Here's your closet, okay? And there's a light in here too. Let me turn it on. There's a light in here as well, see? Yep. Okay, so coming on down to this side of the house, you have your laundry room. There's a sink, cabinetry. So it's very spacious in here. I'm gonna just walk in so you can just see. You see? Very spacious in here. As we come on down, we have this mud area. You know, it could be a nice little piece of customized furniture right there, a bench for the shoes, for the coats, maybe a desk, you know, you can put right there because this door is what goes to the outside. So when we came in, you saw that door. Coat closet right here. This actually goes upstairs, y'all, upstairs to the second story. But I'm not gonna go that way. I'll come down that way, but I'm not gonna go up that way. So you guys can really see the house from the front staircase, okay? So this is the 3-car garage, very spacious. Mind you, there's irrigation, okay? You have irrigation system, y'all. So you know, watering your grass will be easy, right? So let's go ahead and go back in. We'll come back down. I'll come back. What I'll do is I'll come back down this way so you can see. But we're gonna go upstairs from the front of the house. Let's do it that way. So, you know, kind of give it that different type of feel. So we're back at the front and now we're gonna go upstairs because we've done everything down here. That's the basement over there, but we're gonna go up these beautiful steps. And so this door in front of us leads to the attic. That is where the furnace is, okay? No need to go in there. There's nothing in there that's really exciting. But this is the catwalk, so you know whenever you walk the catwalk, you gotta give it a good walk, right? This is, you can look down. Look at that. It's the natural light for me. Okay, so here's a bedroom. This is a bedroom suite, okay? Beautiful bathroom. Look at that. Tile, granite countertop. 3 beautiful windows with a view of the backyard. Okay. And then here's the closet. Sorry for the noise. That's the closet. Okay. So bedroom suite. Let's go over here. Natural light. Very good, huh? This is a bedroom suite as well. Here's the bathroom. Beautiful tile. Very, very good craftsmanship too, okay? Walk-in closet. Yes, it is. Walk on in that thing with your clothes. Here is the linen closet, y'all. And here is that space that I was talking about. Remember we were in the keeping room and I was like, oh, upstairs, this is it. So you see that fireplace that I was talking about, that second fireplace? So we're up here in this area. You know, it gives lofty, all right? So you have this space right here. What would you do in this space? How would you even decorate it? It'd be a lot of fun to put that together. Here's another full bathroom, okay? Another full bathroom. This is shower. Yep. And then this one has its linen closet. Okay. It's a closet, and then right here, according to building code, when you have space like that in the attic, you got to put a door there. So you would just use it as storage. You can find something to put in there, I'm sure. Another closet. But this room, so right now, I'm standing on top of the 3-car garage, just to give us some perspective. That's where we are right now. And you see these doors, just a bunch of storage that you can make it out of. So, you know, this right here could be, just, the overflow. If you have guests over or something like that, they can come upstairs. They can just come upstairs. And then this staircase leads us back downstairs. Remember I was talking about we're going to come around the front of the house and go up the staircase that way. This is where it leads back to. See? Now we're going to go into the basement. And the basement is right there. It's unfinished, by the way. But that's fine because you can put your own finishing touches on it. So let's go. Okay. Now this part right here is finished. Of course, the stairs and all that stuff and railings. But once you finally get down here, it's unfinished. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it smells great down here. It just smells like a bunch of wood. Okay? It's dry. That's the staircase. So typically when people have basements and they have like the movie theater room, they'll have it in a space like this or something, where it's like a lot of undergroundness. So that sound is really good. The theater sound. You can do whatever you want though. This can be an entire bedroom. In order for it to be a bedroom, you gotta have windows. You gotta have a door to open and shut. You gotta have a closet. Okay? But you can do it, whatever you want. That's just little FYI. Beautiful basement down here. Do what you want. Build it out how you see fit. Bathroom. Utility room, as you have your water heaters. Furnace down here. I can really appreciate the windows. You know me, I love natural light and just, gotta have it. And so basements could feel kind of, undergroundish, and this basement doesn't give that. This basement gives, yes, it's underground clearly, but you have natural light coming into this whole back area. So let's step outside and see what that feels like, because upstairs the deck had stairs that walked down, the stairs that led to this area, the terrace level. So, and of course this walkway. Beautiful, right? Let me show you this. See that walkway? This builder is thoughtful. This builder said, we're not cutting corners. We're gonna give you a walkway coming on down. We're gonna give you steps coming on down to the terrace level. We're gonna give you a nice backyard. They cut the trees down some, made it look nice and pretty. Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. Can you imagine living here? Peaceful, quiet, just serenity. Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed the tour of this lovely home. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen. It's lovely. Cafe appliances, so high end, right? I love it here. This is great. And you will love it too. Listen, if you want to have a private tour, let me know and we can schedule it right away, okay? So listen, when it comes to buying real estate, whether it's new construction or resale, you don't want to go at it alone. Don't do that, right? The builder, the seller has their representation, right? And you want to create some separation there. You want to have someone to represent you and your family's interests and desires. Consider me a resource. I've been in business for over 23 years. I'm a real estate broker and appraiser. And so I'm skilled at negotiations and valuations. So you are in good hands. For you all who are moving here from out of state, right? There's a nuance to that. What does that look like? You have a certain level of expectation and desires that are different from someone who actually lives in Georgia already. And understand that I'm here for you and I understand all of that, okay? So you are just in really good hands. So go ahead and give me a call. My information is right here. Boom, call me, text me, email me, I will respond. And listen, if you call me and I don't answer, don't worry. That's really rare, but if it happens, just go ahead and send me a text message or email and I'll respond as soon as I can, all right? Now, for this home, it's in move-in condition. So you come here and you decide you like it, it's yours, okay? So let's get this process started. But before we do that, I want to encourage you to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Share it with your friends and family. Let them know, hey, we got it going on here in Georgia. And if they need some assistance with their purchase or their sale, they can contact me and we'd be happy to assist them, all right? As well, I have other videos on my channel I want you to have a look at. And that way you're able to get sort of a lay of the land and see what we have going on here in the Atlanta metro area, okay? So enjoy those videos. Also, give me a call because we're gonna have a nice one-on-one, face-to-face Zoom consultation. And we're gonna talk about your desires and come up with a nice strategy and put that in place so that you all can, get here, right? Get here as soon as possible and get this home too, all right? So enjoy the videos. Go ahead and give me a call. We'll talk very soon and we'll see you next time. Take care.